Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Galactic Math Club. Today, we're going to be doing two things. One, we're going to be talking about a new-to-me pack, the Relic Ascension bundle, which has been in game before. I'm not sure the exact dates. I just haven't done the math on it in the past. And we're also going to be talking just very, very briefly about a new utility that I'm going to be using to help me get math out faster in text. This is a Google Sheet that I've designed to be user-friendly. It is something that is available to my Buy Me a Beer members as something that they have access to on their own. Rest assured, I will always, anytime there is a pack that I feel is high valued, either put it on Reddit or in video form as well, just not every single time it appears in game, so you'll have to go and find it. So with that said, let's take a look. Okay, so like I said, we have the Relic Ascension. Where is it? There it is. The Relic Ascension bundle. In May, early May, I actually think maybe twice we had the Relic Ascension 2 bundle, which is a little bit more expensive, has a little bit more to it. This seems to be more catered to players that are on the more casual spending side. At first glance, we're looking at a price of about $10 total overall. I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't look, I'm sure there's value, right? But I always hate packs where you get a little bit of a lot of things because you end up spending $10, $20, $50, whatever the pack costs. And after you're done, you can't do anything with it, right? Those are my least favorite types of packs, even the ones that have high value, like the community choice ones that were like one or two of everything for $15, $20. Super high value, but you buy it and then you kind of go, oh, I can't do any upgrades, right? So that's kind of my first glance here, but let's take a look at what the actual math looks like. We're going to pull that up. There we go. Am I on the right one? I am. But just to give you an idea of what this looks like, all right, there's me, lovely me. For those of you that are Buy Me a Beer members, I will try within 24 hours of any pack coming in, making sure that we keep this current Ascension, current Slice of Bundle, and current high value packs up to date. Been working on this for about a month, so when we look at the actual archived packs, that is a growing list. And just so that you're aware, when we are talking about the values of the pack that is coming up, they're all being pulled from here with explanations for everything. So as an example, when we talk about Relic Salvage, we're pulling from the 500 crystal packs, not from store value. And that's just because this is a reliable pack that comes around basically every month. So we can kind of gauge what we need when we need it from that instead of from the store. You notice that chromium transistors I give a 0 value to because of just how easy they are to get through the guild store. And then it will be pertinent for this pack. There are some misc materials that we are giving a 0 value. Not that they're completely worthless, but they lose so much value so quickly that it never really makes sense to buy a pack specifically because those things happen to be in it, right? So let's head back to the cover page, our Relic Ascension. There we go. Boom, looks nice. And it's going to follow the same pattern that we follow when we talk about the Ascension packs in game. Now, there is no free tier, so we're not going to talk about this here. But tier 1 and 2, based on what we're getting, we're really actually only seeing a converted dollar value of $1.97, which means our value increase is less than 5%. Now, of course, when CG values these things, they're not valuing credits as a 0. They're not valuing chromium transistors as a 0. they're not valuing your carbonate circuit boards based on 500 crystal relic packs. They're valuing that as the store value being their anchor, right? Which is what makes people like me really important in this situation, is to say, hey, wait a second, we get it, we understand, but let's look at this from a reasonable player point of view. So if you're just buying the 189 pack, really not worth it at all. Especially when you consider taxes, or you consider unit conversions for different currencies and how that's handled. These prices are based on what I am seeing. These prices are based on what I am seeing, like specifically in the game, on the PC client. So it's not something that I would ever purchase. When we move up to the tier 3 to 5, I know it seems weird that we have, the signal data here and all over the place. But the reason we have things like that is to follow the same trajectory across all of the rows and columns. We get a few more things for an extra $2.84. Once again, chromium transistors are worth basically nothing. Our converted cost is $4.73. Our converted value is $7.15. So we're seeing about a 51% value increase. Once again, this is a much higher jump in value, which is nice. But I really would be surprised if they're seeing a lot of purchases on this, for the same reason that I would never purchase it. You're going to get it. You're going to get your relic materials. You're going to pop in and you're going to go, well, what do I do with the nothing that I have, right? And then the final tier, tier 6 through 9, down here, we've got a few extra things, some crystals, some zimbittles. We have some blue signal data. Our converted cost, like I said, off the top of my head, about $10, $9.47. Our converted value is $16.89, which gives us a 78% increase in value. Once again, that is a much higher value increase, but we've seen much better packs from CG in the past, and this is one that does not get me up and out of bed, right? If I look at the signal data, one that I believe is still in game right now. Yes, it is. So if we look at the signal data one, we're looking at very quickly, just in tier 2 and 3, a 108% increase in value. And by the time you get to that $50 tier, 158% increase in value. So when we look at our Relic Ascension, this is not something that excites me. I am one to tell people, hey, do with whatever you want with your money. This is what I'm going to say. I'm sure they've got something better up their sleeves. Don't even, waste your time. Don't even bother with it. So with all of that said, I hope that this helps you make an informed choice in your purchases or in your not purchases playing the game. And peace out.